example, let's take this. So a bot which is visiting this website, which is crawling this website, is finding a link to your website. So let's take this as an example. See, found a link to kandradigital.com and bot is visiting kandradigital.com website, correct? This is bot visiting from external website to your website. Bot would have not visited your website. You made bot to visit your website. That is improving the crawl frequency of kandradigital.com, correct? So your website doesn't have only one page, right? Your website will have multiple pages, correct? So that's when what you will do is you will list all the URLs. This is also like backlink, but this is not called as backlink. This is, since this is within the same website, it's called as internal linking. Internal linking. If bot is visiting one page and from that page it crawls all other pages, right? Right. But now in HTML sitemap, the concept is all the URLs pertaining to your website will be in one file, one page, and this will not have any other information except list of URLs, something like this. So now here also let's look at this. Just they have dropped in links to all their other web pages. Why are they doing this? Is to help bot visit these pages. XML sitemap is not helping bot to visit the pages. XML sitemap is just providing the list. XML sitemap is just providing the list of all the URLs. Whereas HTML sitemap is not only providing the URL, but it also makes bot to navigate to all of these URLs. Why bot is navigating? Because the command or instruction here is it's ahref, ahref, ahref equal to something like this. Is instructing. When you write ahref, you are telling that either it could be a real user or a bot, they are capable of navigating to the destination website. So in the anchor tag, you are putting it in the anchor tag. If you are writing it this way, now bot or real user, whomsoever it is, they can click on it and they can navigate to the destination website. See, look at this. I can click on it and I can navigate to the destination website, correct? So the same happens with the bot, right? Now same happens with the bot. If they are visiting, they can visit this link. They can go to this page, how to build a better WordPress website, right? See, a bot can visit this way any web page on the website. Are you all getting it? Now this doesn't happen in the XML sitemap. XML sitemap is just list of URLs, but it doesn't really make bot to navigate from one web page to the other page, or it doesn't really pass the link juice or crawl energy. People call by other name called link juice. I'll call it as crawl energy, bot energy or bot bandwidth. You all remember these terms, right? Bot comes to website with energy, correct? Do you all remember that? Bot comes to website with some energy, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now we are distributing, we are making bot to access all other web pages, right? That's about HTML sitemap, which is not compulsion. So for small websites, people implement something like this. They just put list of all the URLs so that whenever bot is coming, bot is reading all of the web pages and it starts showing them on the Google. But when a website has 50,000 URLs, 60,000 URLs, that's not the ideal way. This website doesn't have sitemap. This website doesn't have HTML sitemap, right? But if you look at this, this has something called as internal linking. Internal linking is now working in the same way how HTML sitemap works. See, on every page at the bottom, we have dropped internal links. If you observe it, look at this, and this will be leading or pointing to different pages. See, graphic design agency in Harare, right? All these are different pages. Links are pointed to different pages. Now it's same thing, they have done one after the other, right? And you have done it one after the other. There is no difference. Final goal is bot should be able to navigate all the pages. Here also you can do one after the other if you want, but that's not needed, correct? Correct. That's about HTML sitemap. Anybody has any questions about XML sitemap and HTML sitemap?
Manju garu, like last class, unfortunately, I have come out due to
Last
some
few minutes
internet
of the
issue.
class, I guess. It's not fully. So you were up to
Till
80%
8
of the class.
o'clock, till 8 o'clock I was there. That exactly what? That XML, the topic I have missed it.
Okay. So please do one thing. So that recording is live, I guess already. You can
Yeah,
go through
yeah,
it once. In case if you are still not clear with it,
sure, sure.
we'll
Yeah,
discuss.
yeah, I'll do that.
We'll discuss the topic again. No problem.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you, thank you.
Okay. So now HTML sitemap. Did you all get it?
Yes.
HTML sitemap is simply allowing bot to navigate all the web pages of the website. You have fear of, see, as the author of the textbook, I have fear of people not understanding all the contents of the book, which all topics are discussed in the textbook. So what I'm doing, I'm putting an index page and I'm providing that information, right? And now think of a smart option where if you're clicking on the topic, it takes you to the respective page on the textbook. It's something like that when you implement a HTML sitemap, where bot will be able to navigate to that page also, right? That is about HTML sitemap. Basically, you are making bot read your web page by creating a HTML sitemap, and the alternative for HTML sitemap is internal linking, because and definitely bot also will not like that. If bot has to keep scrolling the web page for complete 1 month, it just quite severe. It will not have that patience. It's just we are
Visibility also, because you told bot will also navigate, and people, I mean, we can also navigate this link. So
correct. This will help build the visibility for bot or your real users. What is that you
okay,
wanted to check? And you get to see all of them at one place, right? So but mostly people will have the search options on the website. If you observe, most of the websites will have search options. They can just type whatever they are looking for and they'll be able to find it. So and in that case it indicates that's mainly for bots. Bots should navigate through all the pages. Okay. See, XML sitemap is also simple. We are just providing list of all the URLs, and in this case, bot just has the information of the URLs, and we are not really making bot to navigate through every single page. It's completely left to bots. And we just learned instructions about how to create XML sitemap, and we also understood the HTTP status codes. That's all. And we stretched it up for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, just to make sure that you all understand it thoroughly. Okay. Yeah. So robots.txt. Gautam is calling. So yeah, Praveen, you have any questions?
Sir, in site in XML sitemap, for example, if we are having a page called digital marketing courses, so in the content we are, for example, if we miss to add that keyword, so that
Praveen, actually, I'm not able to listen.
uh, for example, we have one page. In that page, we have a keyword called digital marketing course. So in the content, we'll forget to mention that keyword, so that can be right.
So you mean in the sitemap? In the sitemap, you forgot to mention that URL, correct?
In URL, we'll add, but in content, we'll forget to add the keyword, so that can be
So let's assume now. Let's assume this is digital marketing agency page, correct? Now here in this page, you forgot to add digital marketing agency in Philippines, correct? That's what you are
Yes, sir.
asking.
Yes,
You
yes, sir.
forgot to add digital marketing agency or digital marketing services, or maybe something like this. You forgot. What do you mean by content? Content has various places.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, now you, what is your question? You forgot to add. I'm clear up to there. What is your question? So does it rank on Google or doesn't rank? Correct.
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, if there is not even a single instance of digital marketing agency and Philippines on this page anywhere, not even a single presence, single instance of this term usage, digital marketing agency in Philippines, there are very less chances or there are no chances of this page showing up on the Google for this keyword, right? Even if it is used at least once anywhere, let's say something like this, it's used once, and here look at this top rated digital marketing agency in Philippines, your title has it, your description also might have it, and you might have forgot on this page, still there are chances of your web page showing up on the Google for this keyword digital marketing agency in Philippines. Okay, so if you are not saving my name Manju Nath on your mobile phone, you cannot expect my name. You must have saved it as just digital marketer, just a digital marketer, and nothing else, nothing else. And you cannot now expect that contact to show up for just Manju. What did you save it as? Digital marketer, and you're expecting it to show up for Manju. If you have at least saved it as digital marketer Manju, then there would have been chances of it popping up on your contacts list when you type Manju. Did you get that, Praveen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you're not using that at least once anywhere, not even in the URL, not even in the title description, it doesn't show up. It's as simple as that. Correct?
Yes, sir. But if it is the same intent,
What intent?
does it?
You are communicating through this title description and through this H1 what is the web page about, and it doesn't show up. If it is somewhere, you may have not used this at one stretch, but still somewhere digital marketing is used here, just digital marketing, and just Philippines is used here, just Philippines, there are good chances that it ranks because this page contains digital marketing and also contains Philippines somewhere, correct? So ideally both exist. Digital marketing agency in Philippines exist on this page. It would have not been at one stretch, but just digital marketing here, service here, or agency. This is agency and this is Philippines. It will rank. It is matching. It is meeting the criteria of matching. Now, if it is not ranking, it might have not met other criteria such as crawl frequency, CTR, and engagement. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So if no one has questions, we'll proceed to robots.txt. See, whatever implementations we are doing are to create convenience for the bot, especially about especially about XML sitemap and HTML sitemap, especially to create convenience for the bots, to help bots to crawl your website easily. And you all know that if bot is crawling your website effectively and easily, it starts showing up those pages easily, correct? Correct. So if you are reading a particular chapter from the textbook, then only you will be able to answer the questions. If you are not reading, you won't be able to answer. So you will ask all kinds of conveniences from your parents. You give me a study room, you give me a computer, you give me a textbook. Correct? Same way here, we are creating all such conveniences for bots like XML sitemap, HTML sitemap, right? And previous to this, we also understood schema implementation, and we also understood meeting the basic criteria of keyword availability on the page. Without you saving my name on your phone, you cannot expect to show up my contact for my name again, right? So these are like basic things. This is what we discussed in the basic on page SEO on how do we automate this for hundreds of pages also. Okay, and the schema implementation is helping to improve the crawl frequency, and it also helps to improve the CTR, whereas XML sitemap and HTML sitemap will help improve the crawlability of your website. Okay, it's clear up to here, I guess. So next is there is robots.txt. Robots.txt. Okay, so before discussing this robots.txt, we'll just go through a practical scenario in all of our lives. Okay, so let's assume that you have only 2 GB data every month. Only 2 GB data every month. So will you be okay if the data is getting wasted just like that? So for example, somebody sent some random video or photos on WhatsApp, you don't want it to download, but your WhatsApp settings are automatic download and they will download all these photos and videos and data is gone, correct? Correct guys, are everybody following it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the various possible scenarios of your data getting wasted. I gave you one example. Now, what are the other possible scenarios where you are not really using it with the proper purpose or with your proper knowledge? It's just getting wasted. How will your data get wasted? It could be your Wi-Fi or mobile data, whatsoever. How will your data get wasted?
Scrolling through Instagram, sir.
See, you are intentional over there. See, if Instagram is, if there is some devil sitting at your home and if it is opening Instagram and watching it, you haven't watched it and it's waste of data. If you are doing it by yourself, you are intentional, you mean it, and that's not considered as wastage of data.
Yes,
If
sir.
you, without your consent and without your intentional activity, if data is getting wasted, just like that, that's considered as wastage. See, if you are donating food to someone, will you call that as wastage? When it is called as wastage of food. If you are giving food for charity, will you call that as wastage? So now, but then still there are scenarios where people use. I mean, like you must have heard they are wasting food. What is wastage of food here? Donating is not a wastage. Just throwing all the food to the dustbin, which is not filling anybody's stomach, is a wastage. So same way now, your data, it's not wastage. Even if you are making your friend to watch some videos by providing username and password of your Wi-Fi, that's not wastage. That's intentional, right? He has asked and you have provided. Nobody knows how the data gets wasted. Your mobile data or Wi-Fi data.
Then you can use it if you're not using it.
Sorry.
If you're downloading, beyond the then obviously the data will be wasted. If you're not using the data at all, obviously the data, whatever it is, that will get wasted.
If you're not using it, the data, the plan gets
Yes, yes. The
dissipates.
particular
It just
data can be used.
no, that's not. Maybe that's a waste. That's not used at all. It's not wastage. It's not used. See, for example, you have opened YouTube on your smart TV. No one is in the hall. Nobody is watching the TV, and it runs complete overnight. Is that not wastage of data? So now there will be some background apps running on your phone or maybe somewhere, and they must be consuming some data. Is that not wastage of data? Because you are not even aware of it, and your data is all just going away like that. And now automatically or maybe unknowingly your hotspot is turned on, and your data somebody is accessing it, or somebody has cracked the password of your Wi-Fi network, and they are stealing your data. Is that not wastage of data? You don't know, correct? Correct, guys, everybody?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So people
Yes,
must have cracked the password of your Wi-Fi and they must be using without your consent. Correct? That's a very serious issue, you know. Once some person cracked the password of some hotel, or hotel has given with not hotel, that's a restaurant actually. Somebody came there, cracked the password, and they have used their network to commit some crime, and this restaurant owner was jailed. You have to be very careful with your Wi-Fi. You should not be giving it to everybody like that. He has looted money from somebody bank, a person who has visited his restaurant, and now the owner is responsible because it happened through his owner's data. If people are using your internet and committing crimes, you are equally responsible. Okay. So I know somebody from cybercrime department, and they had told this. They work with the politicians and PM also. So now that's a different thing. So now you all understood the wastage, data wastage, correct? Correct. See now, if you have unlimited data, you might feel that's okay, even if your YouTube or any other channel playing on Wi-Fi when nobody is sitting in the hall or nobody is watching the TV, correct? But if you have limited data, you should use it wisely, right? You'll be very careful, right? You will not download anything from YouTube. So it's if see now we recent times we have unlimited plans, unlimited data plans, everything, correct? So if you go back to 5 years, decades, very careful. I know people used to recharge their mobile phones with 10 MB data. I don't know how many of you know that. This was back to 2010 or 11. I have seen so many people, they used to recharge just 10 MB data. It was that expensive, right? And now let's assume you all are also running short of data and it's important to save your bandwidth, correct? What will you do in all these cases? Now we have discussed so many data wastage methods, right? One is a TV is running, your smart TV on the YouTube channel is open and it's running. What will you do if you have to save data here? What will you do if you have to save the data here? Nobody is watching TV and still it's running. Madam, we can't hear you at all. So
Sir,
you'll
we can set a timer, sir.
timer, okay. You can simply pause it right before going to bed. Instead of
Sir,
ignoring and going and sleeping, you can simply turn off your smart TV, right?
sir, while watching, if we sleep,
While
if that
watching,
is a
if you sleep, how will you know when you will sleep? How will you set the timer?
no, sir. Like when I'll be watching videos, no, sir. Sometimes I sleep,
Okay,
sir.
let's assume the ideal
Yeah.
scenario. It's not that you are not watching, but if it is running like that, you are aware, but people will ignore carelessness. Let it keep playing, and people will ignore. In that case, you can simply turn off the TV
Yeah, yeah.
and save the data or energy. If I had taken
Yes,
electricity, you all would have told very well, right? How will you save electricity?
yes, sir.
Okay, anyways, you all are getting right. Data is getting wasted and you have to save it, use it. Use it on something that's useful, correct? Okay, now, why did we discuss that is same way bots energy also gets wasted. You all know that, right? Bots energy is super important. Bot is coming with time bandwidth or with some data bandwidth to crawl our website. Let's say it is coming with a bandwidth of 600 seconds. If you are wasting its time, what will happen? It will not read all the web pages, correct? It will not crawl all the web pages, correct? So how does bots data get wasted here? I'll show it to you. Let's take this example, one of the examples. Yeah, let me take you to one of the websites and I'll show you to you how bots energy gets wasted. See, if you are creating your own website, you will know how many pages your website has, right? Correct? See, on dynamic websites, where websites has multiple filters, filter by colors, let's say it's a e-commerce website, filter by color, filter by size, or maybe something else. Now look at this. How can bots energy gets wasted? See, this website has hardly around 3,000 web pages, but if you look at it, it has scrolled around 14,000 or 15,000 pages. It is clear for all of you, right? Bot energy, about bot energy. Bot visits your website with some energy, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now look at this URL, Karnataka snacks, correct? Let me open it in a new tab. This is the actual URL, Karnataka snacks. Okay. Yeah. Karnataka snacks. So do you see any difference between that URL and this web page, and that web page? It's all same. Every piece of information that you see here, this, everything is same. There is no difference. Look at this. You read this. You read this information. It's all same. You take even the image, every minute detail, whatever you see here and you see it here, both are same. There is no difference at all. But if you keenly observe, there is something that's getting added to the URL, and bots treat this as a separate URL. Okay, these are called as dynamic URLs based on the option add to the cart, wish list. You must have seen favoritisms and all, right, for products on e-commerce website. Wish list, wish list. So even that is getting created as a new URL, and bots energy is getting wasted here. See, if your internet data is all gone on something useless, will you be able to download the actual new movie now? Or will you be able to download any video of your own? Like somebody has sent to you, you have to download now that there is no data. You downloaded somebody else irrelevant video and your data is all gone. Will you be able to download your video now? There's no data to download. Same way, when bots energy is getting wasted on all these kinds of pages, bot may not crawl this web page. If bot is not reading this web page, we all discussed that if you couldn't recall any phone number for a certain period of time, you will eventually forget that phone number, though you must be using that phone number since a while. But if you're not recalling that or not using it, you will start forgetting. Same way, if bot is not reading this page, not crawling this page, eventually it will remove it from the Google index. So Karnataka snacks online. So let's assume this was always ranking in the first position. Let's assume, see, it has actually dropped from, it has come to 2.6. It was 1.6. Okay, here look at this, bot is crawling something that's not needed to be crawled. Admin.learn and thrive. Why is bot crawling admin.learn and thrive? It's wastage of so much of energy. Correct? And you can see this kind of URLs which are getting crawled. See, these are all, we don't want bots to be crawling them. Probably this will be empty here because you haven't logged in. See, empty. Bot is wasting it so much energy on irrelevant things. Did you all get that? Now we have to block an URL that contains admin. See, by default, admin, everything can be no index, no follow. So let's see if any pages are getting indexed on Google site colon admin.learnandthrive.com. Nothing is indexed. See, nothing is indexed, but the problem is energy is getting leaked, energy is getting wasted. Correct? You save this energy and invest this wisely on something that's relevant. So let me go to the valid website. Let's assume there are no such admin, gitmin and all. Let's assume this is the only actual website. Let's go through this also. What is happening with it? Okay, 200. See, let's take this some other cases. Okay, not found. See, there are no such URLs called public. We don't know how. So there is a file. There could be a file, but this also doesn't exist, I guess. See, it doesn't exist. Now bot energy is still getting wasted. See, underscore next static media something, some random URLs. See, you have to go through them and figure out if they are really the valid URLs of the website. We were discussing status codes. You see all of them here. See, 200, 404, 301, 400, 500. So this mostly will be proper URLs, but looks like this is, we don't want PNGs to be crawled and indexed like this. You can block them if you find them not relevant. See, this is the one place where you could find, and this is the second place in the settings. Under settings, crawl stats, and then go to the domain and understand. Now see, this is crawling. See, the HTML files are the only actual files which bot should be crawling. But here, look at this, it's crawling JavaScript files. You don't have to invest bot's energy in crawling the JavaScript files. Look at this. Now for me, I understand any file that contain underscore next is irrelevant for me. Or any file that contains static. I can block these pages, these kinds of pages. What is common in all the URLs? Underscore next is common, static is common, chunks is common. I can block all these URLs by using one of the commands. I can block all these URLs scrolling, bots, energy getting wasted on these URLs, and I can block that energy wastage. So if we go back again, so what will I write the command now? I will either write one of these commands, next or static or chunks. So ideally this command might fix it. This allow colon slash underscore star, anything after underscore, this will block because you see there is underscore here. Or this allow colon slash underscore next slash star slash star. This will also block that URL, those kinds of URLs. This allow colon slash star slash now static. I can block by this command also. Or this allow colon slash star slash star slash chunks. Any URL that contains chunks, block them. This URLs contain chunks, see? After chunks also slash star. That's not compulsory. I'm just blocking if URLs containing chunks, just block it. Did you all get that? See, you don't have to put all of them. Even if you are using one of the commands, they are going to block these kinds of URLs crawling. Correct? I don't have to add all 4 of them. Let's see how is this robots.txt. Yeah, nothing much. We can upgrade our this list. User agent. I'll just remove all of this. I'll just upgrade my list from here. Yeah, this is what I have added, right? I can add only one of them in this 4, but let it be. And let's see if there are any other kinds of pages. Not this one, sorry. So it is this one. Learn and drive again. Here, CSS. So this previous command only will block this also. JSON. Yeah, here API auth session, one of them, correct? Not all of them. I'll just copy one of the URL for my understanding. All this has common thing. So my command can be something like this. So I will write this allow colon slash API slash star slash star bucket. This can be one command, or disallow colon slash star slash auth slash star. This command also will block this URL. Now this allow colon slash star slash star slash session. This will also block this URL. Even if you are using one of them, it's going to block this URL. Okay, did you all get that? Now again come back to crawl stats. So admin new dot learn and thrive, www dot learn and thrive. So this will block www website also. New admin stripe by five types not found. Moved permanently not found. Undefined URL containing undefined. What is this? Apple app site association. This is also wrong. Undefined is one definitely wrong. I don't want bot to be wasting its energy on these kinds of URLs.
You're not able to predict this.
Not able to?
Predict it from the settings.
This one you cannot edit.
Not able to. You need to block.
Undefined. Undefined is already blocked. Maybe undefined. How is this undefined? Is it? Yeah, undefined is like this only.
Just end up like slash and different slash mode is startup.
Nothing. That's enough. You can have star if you want, or you can have one more command, something like this also.
Slash.
Have one more this allow. It will one of them will block. So now I can have to update this to the this file, which is that here this file. This file, where is this? This file is sitting on the server. If I have access to the server, I can update this. If not, I'll simply send to our developers.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can we check for the individual pages? Do we have these kind of the things are there, and we need to update for the individual pages of the whole domain?
Sorry, individual pages.
Sir, for example, if we have posted one blog. In that, we have used the command called tags and other things. So, can we, update these tags? If
Yes, yes.
we
Commands.
are-
These are called as commands. So if you are finding something that's irrelevant is getting crawled, you can use these commands and you can block them. So you have to
Okay,
go
sir.
through your website and understand what is a valid page on your website and what is not a valid page on your website. So now I will put this update the robots.txt off. Let's type it slow. So I am sending it to our development team.
Something to know.
Our development team website. They have access to server. They can upload robots.txt file. Okay. So now this is not the. So now we have updated this. It is a double slash. Double slash. Something went wrong here. Double slash. Where is double slash here? There is no double slash, right? So here, this will take the chat commands. If you type slash, that will take commands and all. So okay, no problem. So here also there could be some errors. You have to go through this as well, pages. Okay, is it clear, guys? Everyone?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if the bot is coming and staying in our page, for visiting these kind of pages, uh, means does it affect the server?
Why it will affect the server?
The because it is visiting more number of pages and we bought only
See,
50
you
GB
have
of.
to see you have to make sure that you are creating enough space for your bot to crawl your website effectively. See, bot has to visit as many times as possible. Even if bot is visiting multiple times from multiple sources, you have to make sure that your server is accommodating it. It's something like this: you are calling everyone for your wedding, and when everybody are coming, you are telling there is no place, get out. You allow people coming to your wedding, right? You want them to come, right? So of course you have to make
Yes.
sure that there is. See, if instead of we coming to your website, for your wedding, if everybody see now you have to create an accommodation for us, or maybe facilitate everything that's needed for your friends or everybody who is attending your wedding, and now some random people will get in and you will be worried, right? And you have to block them, correct? Eventually you might lose space or accommodation everything for your relatives and friends and family members if some random people outside or somebody you don't know just walking in the streets and they are entering, correct? And that is a problem, not the actual bot visiting is never a problem. In fact, you want more bots to be visiting, correct? You expect me to come to your wedding, right? You will not say I don't want Manjunath to be coming to my wedding, correct? Some if
Sir,
random unknown person, sorry. See your servers, that's the reason you need to have dedicated servers and very good servers. Bots are going to engage your server. If your server has issues, if your server is not pleasant for the bot, if your server is not letting bot to crawl your website effectively, there is no point of you inviting the bot. To invite the bot, you are doing so much circus, and now when bot is coming, you are not creating the pleasant environment for the bot. Did you get that, Praveen?
yes, sir.
See,
Yes.
same way like bots. See, robots.txt's other good thing is you can block other kinds of bots coming in. You can put user agent, let's say Bing bot, or let's say Yandex bot, and you put disallow slash something like this. So I will write user hyphen agent colon, let's say Yandex bot. I'll put disallow everything. I'm blocking the complete website for Yandex bot. I don't want Yandex bot to be visiting my website because I am inviting only Google. I want only Google. I love Google. Why should this Yandex bot get engaged? See now it's something. If your server energy or bandwidth is all taken by Yandex bot, the server will not have space for Google bot to visit. Correct? Your server is busy interacting with the index request, correct? And now Google will have a bad experience. So what people do is people will using this robots.txt, people will save various kinds of energy that's visiting their website, colon Baidu. So first thing, I don't know Baidu bot will it be called like this or not. See, if you Google various kinds of bots, you will see some hundreds of bots, and you might have to block all of them. So you know your backlinks, when you build backlinks, you will see some random bots coming and visiting your website. That's why you will disallow the backlinks. Have you heard of term called disallow? Backlinks disallow.
Yes, sir. I have read.
So that because those websites are getting some random spam bots to your website, and you don't want those spam bots to be visiting your website, and hence you will disavow links from those websites, and you're straight away instructing Google, do not crawl my what is bot, types of bots explained, web crawlers, types of bot. So somewhere I had a wonderful article earlier listed all the bots and how those bots are referred. I'm just trying to show those to you because I'm not sure, right, if I'm malicious bot activities. See, anything can visit your server, right? Real user will visit, bot will visit, and when it comes to bot, it can be Google bot, Bing bot, Yandex bot, or any spam bot, and you can block all those kinds of bots. So I think I am missing that article. Like it has list of all the bots you can block. See now, if you don't want bot to be crawling even the best pages of your website, I don't want this stupid bot to be visiting my website at all. Just straight away disallow slash. Slash is blocking the complete website. Bot for this particular bot, the complete website is blocked. Same way for buy to bot, this allow colon slash. The complete website is blocked for buy to bot. I just understand if these are correctly spelled or not. Google bot will be written something like this. Google hyphen bot in capital letters. Something like this, I guess. Okay. Raw bot. Robots. Bot is there, right? Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
Just one question.
Yeah.
So, like, there is any restrictions that in a day or maybe in any one bot can visit this many times or anything?
Nothing as such.
Or
It's
should, I mean, as you said that it might increase, it might decrease the let's say it might make the website slow also. So should we restrict also, or like that is fine? I mean,
no,
how
no,
many
no, no,
times
no, no, no.
it is
See, one
visiting?
thing, one simple logic, one simple logic. Uh, so let's assume. See, one simple thing you all have to understand. I will explain you the different example, funny example later. So, if why are we doing all of this? We want bot to be coming and reading our website, right? If bot is reading, it shows up on the Google, and it prioritizes. In fact, it prioritizes showing up on the website, Google, correct? And now, if you're blocking bot not to crawl your website, you are going to lose a lot. Even your real users coming from Google will go away. See here, the solution is not blocking the bot. Here the solution, people will delay the bot crawling. They will make bot to wait, or they will avoid bot visiting quite often. I have seen that happening with the developers, because just because the server configurations are not that great, they don't want bot to be coming and crawling their website quite often. So who is losing here? Web developer will not understand this. So basically, you are restricting bot crawling or reading your website. If you are doing that, bot is not going to show your website on Google. So here, increasing the bandwidth of your server is super important. Bandwidth is, you will have RAM. So for example, if you are downloading more applications on your mobile phone, if your phone is getting slow or hanged, maybe you can delete irrelevant gaming apps. Like kids must have installed all gaming apps, but you cannot delete every single app on your phone, right? Correct? And you realize that I should be having at least 4 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM, correct? No, no, I should stop using Instagram, I should stop using Facebook on my mobile, I should stop using Amazon on mobile, I should stop using Zomato on my mobile. Will you take such kind of decisions, or will you think of having a better RAM on your phone? No, this time let me buy only half GB RAM phone, and let's stop using Amazon, Flipkart, Mintra, Jabong, Zomato, IRCTC or Redbus or GoIbibo apps or my banking apps, Kotak app or my ICICI bank, right? Will you take that kind of harsh decisions of not at all installing any app on your phone just because you have to increase the bandwidth of your phone, just because you have to increase the RAM of your phone? No, right? Same is the case here. If bots are visiting your website, you should be happy about it, and you have to. And of course, your configuration is slow. Your website will be slow. Your real users will experience bad. Your servers might crash also. Okay, but Google is not that curt. Googlebot is not that curt. It does all the activity very smoothly on your server. It doesn't come and kill your server or crash your website always. It doesn't. It's a very rare scenario. It doesn't take that much bandwidth. It hardly uses your bandwidth. If you have spam bots visiting your website, spam bots are very dangerous. Googlebot is nice. Googlebot will never create any kind of problem to you. If you are on a decent configuration, it's all the spam bots that they are going to put you in trouble. Understood, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is this term called rendering or what, sir? I heard this word.
You randomly add various kinds of terms. That is not rendering. See, Praveen, see, people who don't understand all these things, how they work, they simply use some random jargons, rendering, cache, crawling, that, this, in wrong instances. Simple Googlebot comes, crawls, and takes a copy to its server, and taking a copy to its server is indexing. Okay. Rendering is used in a different instance in the mostly in the web terminologies like website developers will use. Content will be rendered to the front end. It is in real time, it is taking a query to the database, processing the data, and it is rendering the information. Rendering is nothing but sending the information. Rendering is delivering. It delivers information to the browser. That is rendering. This is not rendering. It is not delivering the information to the browser or to any other server. It is simply bot is visiting and reading the information. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, have you ever heard of all these things that we are discussing? You had been to training previously for digital marketing and you are working since years. Heard of all this, whatever we are discussing now?
No, sir. And I asked this doubt, I know, the pages which are in the search console, I asked this doubt with our manager previously. The manager, he said, this is an information which is having issues with the website. It is just a showcase. Do not worry about these things. No, our manager said, sir.
That's a see, worry or not worry. See, if I am entering into your house, you don't have to worry. Somebody is entering. You don't have to worry if it is Manjunath. If somebody entering is thief, you may have to worry. Correct? Now, just because you are somebody had told, don't worry, because they have seen Manjunath is entering and they are instructing you, don't worry, Praveen. And now, second time, blindly, you don't have to go with it, don't worry when a thief is entering. You have to still go inspect and understand who is entering. Just listening, don't worry, is not okay for you. You have to interrogate, investigate, understand who is that entering. Is that Manjunath again or a thief or somebody else? Correct? So your manager would have understood it in the from the right perspective. Like there could have not been any issues, and he would have concluded himself, okay, let's not worry about this. But the moment he sees flaws or some issues, it's a concern. He has to consider fixing it, or you have to consider fixing it. Don't just blindly go by anything. Why should you be taking light on it, or why should you be taking seriously on it? Depends on your deep diving activity and analyzing every single thing over there. Without questioning, you cannot become a good digital marketer. Without questioning yourself, it doesn't mean that you should now again go and question your manager. Manager, you told that I don't have to worry about it. Steve, you could have questioned right that moment why we should not be worrying. Why is Google giving this information if we should not be worrying? Is it always giving you the good data or bad data or what kind of data? What is it trying to convey us here? If you had questioned that to him or to yourself, you would have got the solution most of the times. Correct? Don't blindly go with those kinds of statements. You start deep diving and analyzing why I should be ignoring this or why I should be considering it. Okay? Yeah, I
Okay, sir.
think you were actually trying to tell something. I interrupted you and I started discussing this. Your manager told all this pages section. Is it pages section that your manager told about that? What which section is he
Sir,
talking about? Which section did your manager tell to ignore? Pages or crawling
sir,
steps?
sir, we have we shown that these are all the pages which is excluded by tags and
Okay,
for the
okay, that's
codes
pages section. Yeah, you have to
and
go
so
through it and understand which is excluded, if it is excluding valid page or not a valid page. You have to
sir,
understand all of
and
them
there
first.
are
Yeah.
those issues we have shown to our manager. He said, don't worry about these things. You have to create the backlinks. That's it. And these are the informations. Take care. You don't have to take care of these things.
No, no,
He
no.
said,
You have to be worried about those issues. Worried in the sense you have to be paying attention to it and understand if they're all good. If there is no serious issue over there, ignore it. Correct. See, a stone falls on your head from some person's head from at least 20 feet. You will go to the hospital. After diagnosis, you have to tell that right is okay, is not okay. Correct. Same way, you after going through the issues in that section, you have to conclude whether it is okay to ignore or should be you be considering. Okay. Okay. Anybody has any other questions? If not, we'll wind it up for today. Yeah. So Praveen, if you have any other questions, connect me over phone for some time or maybe tomorrow. Okay.
okay, sir.
It's getting late for everybody. You are
Okay,
free
sir.
to connect with me later. And yeah, thing is that I have to actually